What is going on, everyone? Welcome to episode number 29 of Inspired Stories here for the month of July for 2023. And this month I'm highlighting another collaborator of mine, someone that I have known now for, I believe, 4 years. And that is R&B artist, Chicago native, Jay Foster. And I believe we originally got connected probably during the pandemic. It might have even been a little before that. I remember I found his EP called Crazy Stupid Love that came out in 2019. And I just remember just thinking how unique his voice was, the songwriting, the structure. I don't know, I could tell there was something special about his music and just the way he was branding himself and approaching things. And his voice is just so powerful. And I was just caught right away. And I remember reaching out to him kind of like I do with a lot of artists. And for about the first year or so, I was just sending him music. So I would just send him a lot of beats and things like that. And he put out a couple more singles in 2020. So about a year goes by, sending him all this music. I believe I had him on my podcast then at the end of 2020. So that was kind of our first real interaction outside of just sending DMs and emails, things like that. And I remember, I think I even told him, just keep me updated on if you're writing to this stuff and all that. And he said he was enjoying a lot of the material at the time. And then I believe it was not even a few weeks later, he hit me up and said that there was one particular beat that he had been writing to very thoroughly, and then we hopped on a couple calls, went back and forth on some things. I was able to send some files over for the track, and then at the top of 2021, that track, that beat, ended up becoming the song called Talk to Me from his EP, You and Me. And that was our first collaboration and the first time, I finally got to work with him. And for me, that was really like a long-term goal that had paid off, because it was really like over a whole year and a half of just, sending music and trying to get, a placement with him. And it was just great to finally see it pay off and to see the reaction for the song as well, because it's still one of my most streamed songs that I've been a part of. It's one of the biggest songs I've been a part of. And I still think it has long-term potential. I could see it being in a sync eventually one day. And I'm just very proud that I was able to be a part of it. And I'm just thankful to him for even giving me that opportunity in general. And since that time, we've stayed in touch. We had him on the podcast again at the end of 2022. He's dropped some stuff here and there, some different singles, and he's working on another project as well. And then as far as just him doing what he's doing currently, he moved from Chicago to Los Angeles to work in sync for an agency as well, which I think is very cool. And he's still doing his music as well. So just surrounding himself with different people, making different connections. And I've seen he's also gotten, some of his songs in sync as well. The song called Love You Anyway, that was one of the first songs I had heard of his, and that was a song that also got synced as well. And his recent track called Get That Bag has also had a sync. So hopefully we can get Talk to Me synced one of these days. But most importantly, I just want to, hopefully continue to work with him, because again, he's probably one of the most talented people I've worked with, and I just love his direction and his attention to detail in his music as well. And we've talked back and forth even in recent weeks about some ideas again, so you never know. Hopefully it's not just a one and done scenario. But Jeremy, if you're watching this, man, I just want to say I appreciate you and everything you do, and I'm just looking forward to seeing what you got coming next, whether it's a project, whether it's another collab between me and you. And just congrats on everything you're doing in life, especially, taking that leap to go out to LA and to have a great career as well as still pursuing your music. I think that's very respectable, and just keep doing your thing, man. So for everybody else, go check him out, J.Foster on all streaming platforms. He has a few EPs out there and a few singles, as well as some features too. Incredible artist. If you're into R&B, he's one of the best that I've heard out there, especially in that independent realm. So go check him out. And this was episode number 29 of Inspired Stories, and we'll be back once again in August with another great independent act. So until then, thanks for watching.